Hey, what's up guys, Mashin here, come back for the April monthly investing guide, and man, it has been a while, a whole month exactly, and we are coming back for my 12th monthly investing guide. This is completing one full year of investing guides from Master Shiny. But before we hop on into it, only a small percentage of you guys who watch the videos are actually subscribed. Discord's the top link in the description. Let's hop on into it. First up here, we obviously got to be talking about some cases. Now, cases have seen a pretty dramatic increase all across the board for the most part. We're looking at some pretty big increases. I've picked out 4 specific cases that I like moving forward. First up here, I've got the Spectrum 2 case. Now, the Spectrum 2 case has a lot of potential moving forward just because of the Spectrum case already being so expensive. The Spectrum case is one of the cases we've seen that just over time the price has just continued to increase, as with most cases. But the reason I'm not going for the Spectrum case is because at a price of pretty much 55 cents all the way up to 60 cents sometimes, you're not going to be able to get as much profit return as I believe you will get with the Spectrum 2 case. The Spectrum case does have slightly better covert skins, but I think the Spectrum 2 case still has that AK-47 Empress, and you're going to be receiving the same rare special item. I think for 15 cents with a buy order, you're going to be looking much better. Personally, I have about 600 Spectrum 2 cases and very few Spectrum cases because at this point I feel like Spectrum 2 is just a much more solid investment moving forward. It's got a lot more potential, and I can see these cases one day coming within about 10 to 15 cents of each other. My next case I like is the CS20 case. The CS20 case moving into the rare drop pool has helped it out significantly, along with the fact that it has that 1.6 knife. I think is going to bring in a lot of people that want to open it and get that nostalgic knife. Right now, in my opinion, is a really good time to hop into the CS20 case if you're not already, because we're starting to see just a slight downfall as the case had a lot of hype like 3-ish weeks ago, but at this point the hype is starting to fade away and people are starting to sell them, and you're able to get them for just 11 cents when previously the minimum you could get them was 14 cents, maybe even 15 cents on some days. I just think right now is a great time to hop into these if you're looking to hold them for a long time. Third, then, I also have the Gamma case. Now, the Gamma case is very unique because although it was the first one released out of the Gamma 1 and 2, it's currently going for less money than the Gamma 2. And I think this is just a little loophole right now that you're able to hop on and gain some pretty quick profit. Both of the Gamma 1 and 2 cases have seen some pretty nice increases in price over the past month. But looking at the graph here, you can see that the Gamma case is still lacking behind. I think that the growth it's had currently is outrageous. It's amazing. We're probably due for a small correction though. I feel like the Gamma case, if you're going to pick any 4 of these, the Gamma case is the one you're going to have to be the most careful with, because I could definitely see a small correction coming in the near future. Lastly, for cases then, I also have the Horizon case. Now, the Horizon case is one I threw on here because you're able to get it for 9 cents with a buy order. And it's one that's not necessarily too easy to get. I think for 9 cents, you're getting a pretty nice price on it for it being in the non-prime drop pool. It's one of the ones I threw on there because it is a bit cheaper, coming in at only 3/4 the price of the CS20 case. And I think you're definitely going to be able to score a little bit considering it's on a downward trend right now. You might even be able to pick it up for 8 cents if you're lucky. And I think once again, if you're looking to hold this for a decent amount of time, there should be no problem gaining some profit. Next up here then, I have Broken Fang. Now, Broken Fang is going to play a huge role in investing in April. Right now, we have yet to see a sale, and at this point, I think it is going to be most likely that we will not receive a sale. I went a bit more in depth in one of my previous videos for Broken Fang, but for this, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I think that you should be probably investing into these gray skins. There is a little caveat to this though. A lot of the gray skins right now are up in price from where they used to be. So if you could have invested previously, that would have been awesome, like I had been suggesting. But if you're not able to convert previously, I think right now is still a pretty good time to buy. You're looking at maybe 17 cents for a factory new skin, and that's just too much. You're going to want to throw a buy order for 15 cents maximum, in my opinion. I think we could definitely see a small correction if the pass comes out and it's discounted, but at this point I see that as very unlikely, and most likely these skins are going to remain in a very similar price range. And if you're looking at these gray skins and they're not looking too appealing, you can also move up to the light blue skin tier. Now the light blue skin tier is actually not that terrible of an investment. Right now for the Control collection, you're looking at field tested skins for only 40 cents from the light blues. But if you were to buy that from the grays, you're looking at maybe 12 cents. It's definitely something you should be looking at if you're looking to invest into these collections. I would definitely try to diversify a bit. I feel like the Control collection is very similar to the Norse collection of Shattered Web in that the demand it has around it. But all three should definitely be able to pan out a good investment in the long term if we do not see these collections return. And that's the final thing I want to mention about Broken Fang, is that although we are betting on pretty much that these collections will not return in the future, there is not much risk if you look at it this way. There is pretty much 0% chance we will receive an operation in the next 5 months. You can almost extend that to 7 months. For that being said, you could definitely look at these skins and the price growth that Shattered Web skins had and compare it that way, and look at it that these skins did go up over those span of 5 months as people used trade ups and they just became a lot less available on the market. Finally then, I've got one main last point, and that's going to be the 2020 RMR Capsules. To this day, we have not seen anything major about the 2020 RMR Capsules. Now there was a little blip in there when two teams, Godsent and G2, came out on their social medias saying that these capsules were going to be taken out of the game the next day, but Valve quickly stepped in and basically said that these teams were lying and that they had given no teams information on if these capsules were going to be pulled or not. And that pretty much leads us to where we are today. Now this is a very interesting situation because once again, we have never seen anything like this. It's very hard to understand or even guess at this point if we're going to see a discount on these. The reason most people are suggesting a discount is with most majors, you're going to see a 75% discount as the major comes to a close and Valve tries to suck out every last bit of money. Now we may see sales going away. I mean, so far we haven't seen a sale with Broken Fang. Maybe there'll be no more sales forever. It's just kind of a little guess, but you can't really tell. With all that being said though, personally, I think I'm probably going to stay away from the 2020 RMR capsules. I think it's definitely not a bad idea if you see some stickers that are only 10 cents. These stickers don't have much potential to go down, and if you're able to find some for teams that could potentially have a future in CSGO, it's definitely a good idea. If it's just a one-off team that didn't make it very far and is almost disbanded at this point, they're doing terrible, it may not be the best investment, but personally I'm not investing into the capsules at all. I think it's a very bad idea and it's pretty risky at this point considering we have no information. If a sale comes out, you're instantly losing 75% of the money you invested. But that is pretty much all I have for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We've hit 1 year of investing guides, which is absolutely insane in my mind. 12 of these, and they're all doing very well, and I just want to thank you guys so much for that. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.